Alright, here's a instruction video about the next paragraph, which is 6.4, the mean, median, and the mode. So I need to explain what these three words mean, otherwise you can't make any of the exercises. Now there is also an explanation over here which you can read, and here's an example exercise, right? And then here they calculate how to do these things, but I'm going to show you here also, because then it might be a bit easier to follow. Now there is a person that had these marks for maths. Well, let's say that person exists, a 4, a 5, a 6, a 6, 3 7s, and an 8. And then with that data, we can calculate various things. We can calculate these three things. But then first I need to tell you what these words mean. Well, this word, the word mean, right? Well, mean means a couple of different things. It also means when you explain something. That's why I say the word means a lot, right? This means that. But that's not the mathematical meaning of this word. Now, this is just the average. You know it as the average. So yeah, that makes it a bit easier, right? If I want to calculate the average of these numbers, then this is what you have to do. You have to add all of them, right? Because then we know what the total mark is that this person had, like for all the marks this year. And then you need to divide it by the amount of marks. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 marks. So if you divide this by 8, then you know what the mean is. Alright, now if you calculate this, you get 6.25, actually exactly, without rounding off. And then sometimes, depending on the question, you have to round off to 1 decimal place or not. Right, so here I'm just going to write down 6.25. So that's the mean. You add everything and you divide it by the amount of numbers that you have. Then we're going to go to the median, and the median is known as the middle. So I need to explain what I mean by that. And you have these 8 marks. We need to find out what the middle mark is, but one important rule here is that you write down the marks in order from low to high. So here they're already written down from low to high, 4, 5, 6, 6, etc. But sometimes in the book, like over here with exercise 51, here they're not in the order from low to high. So that means you first have to write this down in the correct order, and then you can calculate the median. So over here, two things can happen. You can either have an even amount of numbers, but you can also have an odd amount of numbers. So I'm going to show you what happens if we have 8 numbers, and then also I'm going to show you what happens if you have an odd amount of values. In this case, this is the middle, because you have 1, 2, 3 on this side, and 1, 3, 3 on that side, and those two in the middle here. So if you want to calculate what the median is, you add the 6 and the 7, and then you divide that by 2. And then you have a 6.5, and that's the median. So what the median actually does, it tells you here that 50% of the marks are higher than this, and 50% are lower than that. That's the use of the median. And then we have the mode. The mode is the most common number, right? Most common, but to use some mathematical words, is the one with the highest frequency, because the word frequency means how many times something happens, right? So the number with the highest frequency happens most often. So in that case, it's a 7, because the 7 happens 3 times, while the other ones all happen less than that. That's the mode. So that is what the median, mean, median, and mode are. And then I also told you, I want to show you the median, how to do that if you have an odd amount of values. Okay? So 2 extra things here. Actually, I need to explain something about the median, and I need to explain something about the mode. So here I have a different amount of numbers. So I have 5, 6, 6, 7, 7. I have 5 numbers only, right? If I want to calculate the mean, that means that I have to add all these numbers again. So 5 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 plus 7. And then I divide that by 5. And then you know what the mean is. Alright? For the median, this works a little bit different than the previous example. The median was the middle number, but here there is just one number in the middle. So the median is a 6. And then the mode. It sometimes happens that 2 values happen the same amount of times. This happens twice and this happens twice. So that means that there is no mode. So there is either a number that happens most often, like 7 over here, otherwise there is no mode. So you can just write that down, or you can write down no answer, or you can just say nothing. Okay, so this is what these 3 words mean, and I hope it was clear to everyone.